Dear students, welcome to our class on JRF-SRF-NET 2022, Part C, Specialized Subject, Agriculture Meteorology, 14th lecture. Now, in this lecture, we try to understand the basic requirements of weather for major crops. What are the major crops? Food crops are rice, wheat, maize. And commercial crops are groundnut and cotton. These five we try to understand in this class. Before that, in general, what happens is, cotton is a sensitive crop for stronger cold winds. Cotton is a very sensitive crop for stronger colder winds in general and cloudy weather. During the cloudy weather, boll shedding occurs. Cloudy weather, boll shedding occurs in cotton. Now, groundnut, moisture sensitive during peg penetration. Groundnut crop should have moisture in the soil for peg penetration. Sunflower is sensitive to frost. Sunflower is sensitive to frost. Sugarcane crop, it is cool temperatures cause head sterility. And wheat crop, we go on discussing wheat crop in general, but it is sensitive to cold period during the flowering and dry period for ripening. Now, it is sensitive, so it needs dry period for wheat crop needs dry period for harvest. I worked for my PG on that crop. Cold period during the or cool period during the flowering. So these are the general questions that appeared earlier with reference to crops in agriculture meteorology part C. These are the bits that have appeared. Now, so let us go straight into some major crops. As I said a minute back, we try to understand first rice crop. Now, what is a rice crop? Is a heat loving crop. Rice crop is a heat loving crop. For sprouting, rice crop needs a minimum temperature of 10 degrees centigrade. For flowering, rice crop needs a temperature of 22 to 23 degrees centigrade. If water is not a limiting factor, the rice crop can tolerate day temperatures up to 40 degrees centigrade. In semi-arid areas, particularly during the second crop, that's what we call it as the Rabi crop in Asia or India, 40 degrees centigrade temperature is attained by middle of April. Sometimes the second crop is extended up to almost middle of April. So that's why rice crop, if moisture is not a limiting factor, can withstand up to 40 degrees centigrade. It is a heat loving plant. First bit, please remember. Now, for rice crop, the mean temperature of around dash degree centigrade is required for entire crop period. 22 degrees centigrade is required during the vegetative reproductive maturity stage of the rice crop. In rice crop, low temperature induces sterility. Rice is a hydrophyte. Rice is a hydrophyte crop. Rainfall requirement for rice crop, this is the most common question. It appeared several times. The water requirement or rainfall requirement for a rice crop is 1250 mm or 125 centimeters. Now, so these are the basic bits with reference to rice crop. Let us go to maize crop. Maize crop is a intermediate climate crop. Neither cool season crop nor hot season crop. It is an intermediate climate crop. General, okay, maize crop. The optimum requirement of temperature for maize crop is during the entire period 24. For rice it is 22. Entire period. For maize it is 24 for the entire period. Night temperatures above 15 degrees centigrade. Okay, night temperatures above 15 degrees centigrade, etc. Now, in maize crop, dash results in low yields, high night temperatures. Around 15 degrees centigrade is essential. But high night temperatures reduces the yields in case of maize crop. Maize seed germinate at dash degrees centigrade, 7 degrees centigrade. Okay, for sprouting in rice it is 10 degrees centigrade. For maize germination it is 7 degrees centigrade. During tasseling and milk stage, dash temperature results in low yields. During tasseling and milking stage, high temperatures results in low yields in maize crop. Rainfall requirement of maize crop is 750 mm or 75 centimeters. For rice crop it is 125 centimeters or 1250 mm. Maize crop need dash during inflorescence stage. Maize crop need more water or rainfall during the inflorescence stage. Now, so these are the bits with reference to maize crop. Now let us go to other crop. In general, millets. Millets are heat-loving plants like rice. Millets are heat-loving plants. Millet crops are distributed in semi-arid and subhumid conditions. Distribution, semi-arid and subhumid conditions, millets are distributed. Millets cannot withstand dash. Millets cannot withstand frost. Millet crops can tolerate temperatures up to 35 to 40 degrees centigrade. As in the case of rice, maximum temperature that rice crop can withstand is 40 degrees centigrade, provided water is not a limiting factor or soil moisture is not a limiting factor. Now similarly, millet crop also 35 to 40 degrees centigrade they can tolerate. Rainfall requirements of millet crops range from 280 to 350 mm. For rice 1250 mm. For other crop, what we discussed is maize, it is 750. For millets as low as 280 to 350 mm is enough for millets. Now, so let us go to sugarcane and sugar beet. Sugarcane is grown in tropical climates. Sugar beet is grown in temperate climates, sugar crops. The mean monthly temperature for sugarcane growth is 22 degrees centigrade like rice. Mean growth. As far as maize is concerned, it is 24 degrees centigrade. If the soil temperature is less than dash, the crop growth in sugarcane is retarded. If soil temperature is less than 21 degrees centigrade, the growth of sugarcane is retarded. See, there are certain varieties, Iksali, Arsali. That means 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 year. Okay, that means a crop passes through a summer, a rainfall, a rainy season, and a winter season. Sometimes 2 summers, 2 rainy seasons, 2 winter seasons. Right, so that's why it's a tropical crop. Please note that sugarcane is a tropical crop. Sugar beet, sugars we get from sugar beet as well. So it is a temperate crop. Now, the rainfall requirement of sugarcane crop is 1250 to 1650 mm. For rice it is 1250, for maize it is 750, for millets it is 280 to 350 mm. For groundnut it is approximately, okay, we discuss in the classes to come. Now, okay, now, so the ideal weather condition for sugarcane crop is very evenly distributed rainfall, bright sunshine hours. This is very important, bright sunshine hours. Okay, now, just before harvesting, if drought occurs, for sugarcane it is good because sucrose content is increased, farmers get better remunerative prices. Okay, that's what. Now let us go to another crop, cotton. After rice, after maize, after millets, after sugar crops. Now let us go to cotton crop. Cotton crop is a heat-loving crop like millets and rice. Cotton crop is grown in subtropical climate. Average temperature for cotton crop is 21 degrees centigrade. It is 22 for rice crop. Okay, 22 for rice crop and 22 again for, of course, let us not go back. Okay, let us not confuse. Now, so the average temperature requirement for rice crop is 21 degrees centigrade. For rice, it is 22. Now, cotton crop cannot tolerate frost. So, 2 crops cannot tolerate. Millets and cotton cannot tolerate frost. Rainfall requirement of cotton crop is 500 to 650 mm. The undesirable weather for cotton crop are cloudy weather during the boll formation. Now, Also, rainfall during the sowing and vegetative phase, rainfall. Now, ideal weather conditions for cotton crop are again bright sunshine and fairly distributed rainfall. Now, most detrimental weather for cotton crop is, as I said, cloudy weather during the boll formation. Of course, from the agronomy point of view, high crop density also is detrimental for cotton crop. High crop density. It is agronomy. From crop, I have worked on cotton crop. Okay, cloudy weather during the boll formation. It results in both shedding. That's why. No, let's go to another crop. Groundnut. Groundnut crop is grown in semi-arid climates. The latitudinal extent of groundnut crop is 45 degrees north and 35 degrees south latitudes. Low air and soil temperatures in groundnut dash seed germination, retard the seed germination. Mean soil temperature for maximum pod harvest in groundnut is 23 degrees centigrade. The number of pods per plant dash with increase in soil temperature. The number of pods per plant decrease with increase in soil temperature. Rainfall requirement for groundnut crop is 600 mm. Greater rate of flowering and increase in peg setting is stimulated in groundnut by high humidity. Please note, once again I read for your academic interest. Greater rate of flowering and increase in peg setting is stimulated in groundnut by high atmospheric humidity. Relative humidity, in other words. No, let us go to another crop which I worked in my for my Ph.D. Now there is a wheat crop. Wheat crop is grown in semi-arid to sub-humid regions with moderate temperature. The latitudinal distribution of wheat crop is dash 60 degrees north to 40 degrees south latitude. Spring wheat is grown when spring wheat is grown under what conditions? Now, winter is prolonged and severe. Winter wheat is grown in areas where winter is short and mild. Minimum temperature for wheat crop germination, minimum temperature is 3 to 4.5 degrees centigrade. Maximum temperature for wheat crop is maximum temperature. It cannot be beyond 32 degrees centigrade. Then the yields start reducing. Higher temperature of dash have detrimental effect on growth of wheat crop. 30 to 35 degrees centigrade during the vegetative phase are highly detrimental for growth and yield of wheat crop. Side shoots development is inhibited by dash dry spells. Dry spells results in side shoots. In other words, we call them tillers economically. Okay, dry spells reduces the side shoots in wheat crop. See, because of the western disturbances, we get the rains in northern India. So, taking the advantage of rains of the western disturbances, the wheat crop is grown during the winter season. Okay, right. Now, water deficiency at heading stage results in dash in case of wheat crop. Water deficiency at heading stage results in shriveled grains and low yields. Shriveled grains results in low price of wheat. Grain yield reduces the total income of the farmer from the crop. Okay, that's what. In Punjab, the irrigation requirements of in Punjab state of India, the irrigation requirement of groundnut crop is 3 stages are there. Number 1, first, during the crown root initiation, there is an essential for irrigation. Then, once crown root is initiated, at 40 days intervals, 3 irrigations should be given for optimum growth of wheat crop. Now, here to sum up, we tried to understand basically the temperature requirements, the rainfall requirements of major crops, food crops, commercial crops and sugar crops. Food crop, we tried to understand 3 major sugar crops: rice, wheat, maize. 2 sugar crops, sugarcane and sugar beet. Commercial crops, groundnut, cotton, we tried to understand. Of course, even millets also we tried. So, this is what I would like to share with you. Thanking you very much for your very patient hearing.